So I go to college, it's community college. It's not that expensive, whatever. And I just couldn't stand it, man. I hate stuff. I just want to be a YouTuber. That's it. And so after 2 weeks, literally just 2 weeks, I just stopped going. But I didn't have enough money to move out. I wasn't making anything. Yeah. So I just didn't tell my mom. And then I would act like I was going to college. And then I would like just sit in my car in the college campus and just work on videos or edit or just work on a script or something. And then I'd come home and I'd be like, hey mom. Thankfully, I don't remember what happened. I remember sitting in like on the stairs in front of one of the college classrooms. I was like talking to James, one of the people you met. Yeah. And I was like, yo, I don't know what the what's going on, but like I've just been grinding every hour of the day, and I just pay like 20 grand a month. I was like, I'm ready to like tell mom that I'm failing every class and move out tomorrow. He's like, okay.
Is it true that your parents were sending you money for college, thinking you were still in college and you were actually already in New York, traveling toward a music career?
Yeah, my mom would send me like some money every like 2 weeks for books and like food and my rent. So I use that on like gas and taxis or like plane tickets or whatever. I was spending the money on like clothes, whatever.
Yes, I officially dropped out of college. The college videos is what made this channel, I'm not even gonna lie. But let me tell y'all something, man. When you know that something is holding you back from getting to the next level, it's like you just have to sacrifice that. Now don't get me wrong, I'm going to miss college deal. But I just came to a realization that it was actually holding me back in the long run. Off camera, it was just stressing me out. Homework, having things coming on that time when I had to focus on you guys. If I know that my dream could work, I'm gonna put it before anything.
The art of dropping out of college is a very strange phenomenon, because in school we are trained to feel like the only way to find success and be a functioning member of society is through the obedience of a system that wants you to endlessly work. This usually involves graduating high school and immediately going to school for 4+ years while simultaneously putting on thousands of dollars of debt. And if you ask me, this is BS. I mean, at 18 I can't buy alcohol, a cigarette to cope with the stress of transitioning from a kid to an all-adult world. But for some reason I can gain thousands of dollars of debt that will follow me for the rest of my life. A very strange construct indeed. So when you see some of the most successful people drop out of college and literally go against what society has told us our whole lives to be successful and go on to succeed in what they want to do, it really makes you start to wonder, should I drop out of college? Well, have no worry, because by the end of this video, you should know whether you want to drop out of college. And not only that, but you will understand why so many people who drop out of college end up being so successful. Before we get into that, like, subscribe, and make sure you comment under this video because it helps support this channel. Without further ado though, the art of dropping out of college. First and foremost, I want to say you do not need to drop out of college to be successful, the same as you do not need to go to college to be successful. Success is a mindset that manifests in the physical. Successful people aren't successful people because they receive lots of success, but rather they know they are successful people, they operate in that frequency, so they attract physical realities that coincide with that belief system. A frequency is an energy state in which things reside. A perfect example, depression. That is a frequency that a lot of people willingly stay in. You can walk in a room and just knowing two people don't like each other because you can feel their frequency. You can apply this to any feeling, place, or thing in life. College is a perfect example, or more specifically, the college experience. Going to sleep at 4 a.m. to then wake up for an 8 a.m. class and then fail your quiz that literally is like 40% of your grade. Having sex with 2 people in less than a week and not knowing either of their favorite colors. Sitting in your dorm feeling broker than Danny Green's jump shot and having to call and ask your parents for money. This is the college experience, a frequency that so many college students, myself included, have, will, and are still going through. So when you drop out of college and leave this frequency, something magical happens in the universe. Life is push and pulls, cause and effect. So for you to have the audacity to go against a current like college that is so powerful, the universe will fully aid you in succeeding. Because since you pulled away from a strong energy current like college that is believed by so many, given so much energy to, you will get an equal and opposite reaction in the energy needed to succeed. On the other side of fear is confidence. You literally just have to make that jump. It's like when you see a character in a movie or even in real life where they get laughed at, people say they're never gonna make it, or they reach an extreme low in life. And as time goes on, they end up succeeding in insane amounts. It's the natural balance of things.
Yeah, I used to edit until 5:30 in the morning, bro. Knowing I had a class at 8 o'clock, bro. My roommate used to look at me like, damn, bro. I swear to God, bro, look. Bro, I was broke. Bro, look. Last time I asked my mom for some money, bro, was when I was in college, bro. I I used to walk around that campus like, damn, like, I used to walk around that campus like, bro, how am I gonna get, like, I don't have no money, bro. Everybody was good, bro, and I asked my mom, every time I asked my mom for some money, she always gave it to me. No hesitation, bro. No hesitation, bro. No hesitation.
If you are open to it, the frequency of success will push you where you need to go, but you have to give up your old life to step into your new one. To further my point about how dropping out of college can contribute to success so much, I'd like to use an example of Kanye. He kind of embodies my point of being laughed at, ignored, and then going on to be extremely successful. And not to say a lot of bad things have to happen to you or you have to reach an all-time low for success to happen, because that is false. But Kanye was in a mindset that he was a musical genius, that he was a god, way before anybody else saw him like that. And as a college student, he felt backed up by a lot of the work he was getting, but it all was in vain to him because he knew what he really wanted to do, which was music.
I always tell people college is a choice. High school is a necessity, but college is a choice. A lot of times people go to school because it's what their parents want them to do. They're chasing someone else's dream. If you're picking out Christmas gifts, you might have $500 and you got this list and you know exactly what you want to get. People go to school and they're spending $8,000, $10,000 a year, $15,000, and they have no idea what they want. Just stop. Just stop. Wait a second before you sign all those loans, before you put yourself in debt for the rest of your life, and say, what do I want to do with my life?
And the Grammy goes to the college dropout, Kanye West.
He was producing for some artists already, but his ultimate goal was to be a musical icon who shaped the culture, which he did go on to do. But notice how I just said he already know what he wanted to do. Oftentimes, college can be a distraction for a lot of people. This is due to various things like the new environment of horny people your age, parties, drugs, alcohol. But one of the most important ones I'd like to highlight is the work. The workload given in college can be extremely hard and stressful. And it gets that much harder and stressful whenever it feels like it's not contributing to your purpose or goal. So if you're a person that knows what you want to do, you're working as hard, if not harder than you already are in school at it, especially if you're relatively young, like 18 to 23, and it doesn't involve college, that normally is a sign to go ahead and drop out of college. Because the time you're putting into those assignments would benefit you immensely if you transitioned it into your actual goal. But you have to be sure. Success, God, and miracles have no room for doubts or uncertainty. Kanye's certainty of his decisions, even when other people weren't, is what ultimately allowed him to continue through even when it didn't look so promising. But to go back to frequencies though, another reason why people who drop out of college end up being so successful afterwards is because they understand frequencies a lot better and are now able to apply it to whatever they want. One thing I can say about the college experience is you learn about who you are, where you fit in, and how people work. And if you understand people and how they work, then life becomes that much easier for you because it's easy for you to make friends, to have others to help and be in your corner. And college normally is a key for things like this because it teaches you how to network, how to say the right things to the right people. Or like I've been saying, you understand how to get on people's frequencies.
When someone whose boyfriend just got locked up for selling drugs because he couldn't find a job and he had three strikes and he had the X on his back, so there was no work opportunities. When she hears drug dealing just to get by, stack your money till it gets sky high. We wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, we still alive. Throw your hands up in the sky and say, we don't care what people say. That right there, it's like a family member speaking to them. The music on this CD was, I was only the vessel for this. God was in the studio with me when I was working. Even I don't know in the future, I don't know if I'll be able to make anything like this, because this was my healing process. This was my rehabilitation CD.
So after he understood that frequency, after he realized he was a successful musical artist, and most importantly, the thing I hope you take from this video, he knew what he wanted. The easiest part was dropping out of college because that didn't serve the frequency that he was operating within anymore. I want you all to not fear the future. Although sometimes, yes, it can feel uncertain. If you know who you are, what your life is, I say is because you have to already know that you have the thing that you want. Let God handle the rest and take the next step. So many people are trying to figure out how to walk the path, how to get to the destination, when really you just got to let God handle that. Decide where you want to go, put it in the GPS, press go, and let the path reveal itself to you, because that's the art of dropping out of college. Appreciate y'all boys, man. Go check out my playlist, go check out my Instagram, and go follow my Twitch because I'm about to start streaming soon. I hope y'all enjoyed. All love. Thank you for the support as always. I'll see y'all.
That's the Drop the beat.